One job that I just quit on the spot, didn't put my 2 weeks notice in, was one of the first jobs that I had, which was actually both of them when I walked out was for pretty much the same reason. I worked at Wendy's. It was a fast food job. Basically, at that job. Oh, wait, no. There's three jobs that I walked out on. So one was a fast food job, and basically I was doing so much stuff, and I would always see other people literally just sitting around, not doing anything, talking. There's like a line out the door. There's people trying to take their orders, and like no one's doing their job, right? People are supposed to drop fries or, you know, prep, help to get things done so that we could get out on time, because we already had to stay till like 3 a.m. But then there's people who just wouldn't do their jobs. So I'd tell the manager, I'm like, look, like I'm sick of doing all this stuff. I get paid the same as these people, and I like to get out on time. And just because they don't, that's not fair that they're just not doing their job. And they're like, well, yeah, I get, I'm like, okay, so what are you going to do? They just didn't do anything. And so after, you know, a few weeks of doing that, I'm like, see you later. I just walked out, and they're like, whoa, what do you mean you're quitting? And I go, what do you mean? I'm not here to do everybody else's job. I'm here to do my job that you pay me for. So I just walked out, and I was like, I don't care. They're like, well, you know, it's not good to just walk out and quit your job like that. And I'm like, I don't really care. What do I care if I have Wendy's reference on my resume? Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, baby. And the reason why is like, I can understand if someone's trying to move up in a Wendy's or like a fast food joint, right? And they want to become a manager or, you know, do something like that. But that wasn't what my goal was. So I didn't really care if I burned that bridge. The other job that I walked out on was at Olive Garden for the same reason. All the other servers would just be sitting around doing nothing, and I would always, they'd be sitting around the pop machine, just chatting, talking. Pure luck, man. Thanks for the 28 months, tier 1. Fun. Let's go. Maybe because you were the new boy, Jorge says. No, because at this particular Wendy's, I helped open the entire restaurant. So like they go through a hiring process. They go through a hiring process, and then like, hold on, I gotta kill these people real quick. And they hire everyone in, and then when they go to open the new store, oh, here we go. Open that door. Go loot in there.
Knocked one on blue.
And they would bring in a whole crew. So I helped open the store. So it wasn't because I was new or anything like that. But basically, yeah, so I ended up leaving. Well, same thing at Olive Garden. You know, the whole policy at the as a server was you help out the other servers when you don't have a bunch of tables. So anytime that I wasn't like super busy, I'd always be running new drinks to other servers' tables and helping them clean off their tables and stuff and do this and that. Well, like this one time I got triple sat in my section, which wasn't supposed to happen, but which basically means you get 3 tables at once. And so, you know, you don't ever triple seat somebody because you want them to be able to take care of the customers. So everyone's just sitting around doing nothing, man.
I hit him all.
And I'm like, why? Well, can I get some help here? And they just were like, nah. And they just kept sitting around just chatting with each other. So I just walked out. I left the table sitting there. Sorry, customers, if, you know, you by chance remember me. Nothing personal. And they were like, man, you know, ran out after me. Why are you quitting this and that? And I was like, I can't get any help around here. I help everybody else and I can't get any help in return. So I left. The other job that I walked out on was the one that I found out that they were lying about my wages. When I found out they were lying about my wages, I confronted them about it. I confronted them about it. They acknowledged that it wasn't what I told them, basically. But then they tried to convince me that it was the same, which it isn't. So I quit. And then I filed for unemployment instantly when I quit. And they were like, you can't file for unemployment, you quit. And I go, you lied about my salary. Which ended up not being a salary, it was a draw. That's what it was all about. And so I quit. And I filed for unemployment. And they fought me on it. And it went all the way to court. And after it went to court, the court ended up siding with me. And I got all the unemployment. So all you gotta do is stick up for yourself, chat. If something's wrong, stick up for yourself. Yeah, because I was a salesman and they were trying to tell me, oh, well, you know, you're on a draw. But when they hired me in, they said it was a salary. Well, I don't know if you know much about this, but a draw is not the same thing as a salary. Because a draw is basically like a loan from the company that says, you know, you're working for us and we're paying you this money. And at any point in time, we can call that money back if your commissions don't earn what your salary is. So, you know, you got to get educated on, you know, what this stuff is, right? So, they told me when they hired me in that it was a salary, but then when I looked at the fine print, it said that it was a draw, but it was after I'd already been working there for a while. And as soon as I figured it out, I confronted them about it, and then they said, yeah, but we'll never do that to you. We'll never call it back. And I found out that based on what I was selling, I had to sell over $1 million worth of product just to cover my $28,000 salary, which was basically nothing. Like, I basically made nothing at this job. And so it was insane. And did times get tough for me? Oh yeah, they did, because I couldn't afford to live and I just quit my job with nothing lined up, which, you know, unless it's really bad, chat, I would say never quit your job without anything lined up unless you have some kind of a nest egg. Hey, Insanity, thanks for the 15 months, tier 1. And Pure Luck, thanks again for the 28 months.
Good evening, brother. How's the Bob's to HBS Boa 1 HBS Boa 2?
What in the hell? egoing me. I'm safe. Am I gonna play Diablo 4? Yeah, I'm gonna play a ton of it. Johnny Dangerously said, what's a draw? A draw is... I don't even want to say it's kind of like a salary, but it's like a wage that they pay you. It's a wage that they pay you. It's almost like they pay you in advance, and then when you bring your commissions in, then the company can take the difference or whatever, because the way I understand it is at any point in time, if a company has given you a draw, if you're a salesman and your commission doesn't cover your draw or your salary that they're paying you, they can tell you that they want you to pay them back all that money. So it's like they're just giving you a loan, really. Which isn't like there's nothing wrong with a draw, chat. So like if someone says, "Hey, like we're going to pay you on a draw." Usually though, there's really good incentives and there's a really, you know, there's a good chance that you're going to cover your commission and not have any problems. Because it's usually something that, you know, you never have to concern yourself with. But there are times, like in the case that I had, where it was set up for failure. And oh yeah, and transparent about it. Like as long as they're upfront with you about it and say, hey, we're gonna set you up on this draw, this is how we're gonna do it, then there's nothing wrong about it. It was the lying that was the problem, chat. They told me it was a salary, but in reality it was a draw. So when they lie about it, that's when it's a problem. Shepherds, this is normal, but I do believe that the AUG is gonna go to ranked. I don't really know. What was I selling? I was selling motors, basic motors and drives. So the margin on the motors and drives was like 10% margin at best. Most of it was like 5 to 10% margin. So this was not the aerospace job. No, not boat motors. No. Simple motors, like electric motors. And then drives, just literally like a motor that has, you know, it spins, powers things like pumps, fuel pumps and stuff. How big? I mean, as big as you needed them. How many horsepower? As big as you needed them, man. Like the manufacturer would make whatever. And the reason why the margins are so thin is just because there's so many people that, you know, there's a lot of competition. So in order to get the work, and being at a distributor, there's not a lot of margin between the manufacturer and the end user. When you're a distributor, all you're doing is being the facilitator, basically, right? So when you work for a distributor, you are selling a manufacturer's product, right? So you're not actually making anything. The only thing that you're bringing as a distributor is the relationship, the customer service, ensuring that these people are getting what they asked for. So, MacDog, thanks for the Prime for 7 months. He says, F those ads. Yeah, F them. Yeah. F them with your Prime.
F those ads. Wow.
TX Sloth, thanks for the Prime. He's effing those ads with the Prime as well. And there would have been nothing wrong with that job, chat, if it would have just been the salary that they promised me. But the reason, or the way that I figured it out was I started selling, products, and my paychecks weren't adding up. Like I was like, if I'm supposed to make 20% of the profits, right? And I'm at a $28,000 salary and I just sold, $20,000 worth of motors, and 10% of that is $2,000, and I'm supposed to get 20% of that, which is $400, right? And my paycheck would come in and there was nothing there. And they'd say, oh, well, that's because the $400 that you got didn't even cover your salary. So you don't get any of that money. We just get it. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And that's when they explained, and I figured out how a draw works. And I said, but that's not what you explained to me when I took the job. And they were like, well, yeah, like you agreed to it. And I said, no, you said a salary. So then that's when I said, okay, well then you need to change that right now to a salary. And they go, yeah, we're not going to do that. And I said, okay, well then I quit. That's exactly how the conversation went. Okay, I quit. I'm moving in towards the zone. You were hoping I sold vertical foregrips. That's what I'm going to sell in the future on the merch store. Bob, are you a gun guy? Do you like sell a bunch of guns and stuff? No, I just sell vert grips. Well, what guns do they go to in your arsenal? Oh, I don't own guns. No, I just sell the vert grips. Well, I don't understand. Come to my Twitch channel. You will understand. Opening day next week for baseball? Oh my gosh. That's April. Who do you got winning the World Series? Where? I'm getting hit from that guy. I can't even see where. Well, that sucks. We have no choice, chat. Yeah. We're charging forward, Chad. We have the momentum. We have the power. We have the power. We're out here rolling, 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 but the ferocious, the speed. Give me a boost with that thing. Ram into me. Oh crap, dude. My teammates need to do a little work. They need to do a little distracting. Okay, so they're rezzing over there. I'm gonna try to get above them. Give a little support to my team. I hope this guy doesn't see me. This is just not good. There's another team above. Friggin' A, man. Sorry, Stevie. Sorry, Papa Boost. Oh. I have to cross the street, chat. So I'm like waiting for these teams to just get involved with each other, and I'm gonna cross. I gotta cross. right, so the other team is to my south. So like there's a team up here, and then there's these two teams fighting. Oh, I'm in trouble, chat. I'm dead to the zone. Let's go!
Let's go!
GG! Oh, he talks! He talks! Holy smokes! We did it! Let's go! For my teammates who helped me get in with the old beater, chat, let's see it. There it is. Let's get rid of those other tires, shall we? Can we do it? Do tires swap after the game's over? They don't. There's the old beater, chat, that got us in. Yeah. Little spicy. Papa Boost was popping off.